Hi, I'm Jess, and welcome to Spooky Movie Club. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Spooky Movie Club. Grab your popcorn, grab your drinks, because we are going to discuss Interview with the Vampire. This was movie 2 of Vampire Month. I'm going to go ahead and read the back of the box, but if you want to skip ahead to the discussion or next week's spooky movie, I'm going to leave timestamps below. Okay. Interview with the Vampire. Okay. Eternal power, eternal beauty, eternal regret. An all-superstar cast brings the undead to eternal life in director Neil Jordan's chilling adaptation of the best-selling novel by Anne Rice. She also wrote the screenplay. When grieving 18th century mortal Louis, Brad Pitt accepts an offer of everlasting life from the charismatic vampire Lestat, Tom Cruise. He quickly realizes that his dark gift is also a curse that requires him to kill to survive. An eternity of bloodlust and torment awaits in this thrilling and visually stunning film that redefined the vampire genre. Yeah, this does a good job of you read this and you think, oh, this is gonna be interesting. This is going to be a worthwhile watch. But yeah, let's get into my thoughts about this one. Okay, so Interview with the Vampire. I feel like last week when I was looking at, I didn't read the back of the box. I was just looking at Brad Pitt's face. I feel like I said that it was going to be like I thought it was going to be creepy, like a gothic horror creepy vibe. He looks super creepy. And even Tom Cruise looks super creepy on the cover. Well, I couldn't be more wrong. This is basically 1995's version of Twilight. It was so goofy. Last week we watched From Dusk Till Dawn, and the creatures in that, the creature design was just amazing. Every vampire was different types of blood. It was awesome. And all they do in this is vampires have blue veins, like darker veins. They're pale, darker veins, and some vampire teeth that they can't even really talk in. Like Tom Cruise is constantly like slurring his words because he can't talk with the fake teeth in. It was just, I honestly was shocked at how bad it was. I was shocked. And Brad Pitt is a decent actor. Tom Cruise is a decent actor. But they were trying to take themselves so seriously, but the situations they ended up in, and they were like, felt like they were overacting. It was just like a big gag, it was like on the verge of so bad it's good. Like, honestly, that's how I felt about it. When Kirsten Dunst, I don't think she was that bad. I thought she played a very good, bratty, young girl, young vampire. I thought she did a good job in the role that she was in. I didn't really understand Brad Pitt. Like, through this whole thing, he's eating rats. He doesn't want to eat a human. And the time he does decide to suck on a human's blood is a young child. How does that make any sense? Was it because, like, her mother had died and he thought maybe he was doing her a favor? Like, that's why he decided to, like, start with killing a little girl? That made no sense to me. When they kill Lestat, they, make him suck on dead blood, and then he gets fed to an alligator. When he comes back to life, he kind of reminded me of Tobias from Arrested Development when he gets like the hair plugs and Tobias has like this long, gorgeous hair, but just looks just so decrepit and ill. It looked so bad. And I mean, this movie was nominated for 2 Oscars, set design and score, which I thought the set design was fine. I don't know what else was nominated in 1995. The set design was fine. Score was good. But Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt were also nominated for a Razzie for Worst Couple, and they deserved to win, but apparently they didn't. I can't grab my... I have no words for what this film was. I have no words. And it's hard when you're coming off of From Dusk Till Dawn, because that was so good. And then this was just so bad. But they were acting like they weren't in on the joke. Like, it wasn't played as a joke. It was played serious. But then it was like everybody was overacting. It was like mind-blowing. It was mind-blowing to me how bad it was. I couldn't have been more wrong from last week what I thought this was going to be. So my final thoughts on Interview with a Vampire, final impressions. It wasn't what I was expecting it to be, which is fine. I wanted it to be more creepy than goofy. Honestly, if you like Twilight, if you like that whole Twilight thing, like, Twilight for me is so bad it's good, and I'd rewatch Twilight just because it's so bad it's good. If you like that, and you haven't seen Interview with a Vampire, you have to watch it because it's practically the same thing. But I wouldn't rewatch Interview with a Vampire because it just wasn't as bad as Twilight, if that makes sense. So if you like Twilight and you haven't watched Interview with a Vampire, you have to watch it because I think you would really like it. Okay, so now that Interview with a Vampire is behind us, we can move forward. This week is special because on Friday it's my birthday. So I wanted to do a movie that comes highly recommended from my friend Dave. Highly recommended vampire movie. We're a physical media family in this household, and unfortunately Amazon hasn't delivered this movie yet, so we're still waiting on it. But this week's spooky movie is Fright Night. Is it here? Somewhere here will be a picture of Fright Night. Honestly, I know nothing about this movie. I was on Twitter and I was like, does anybody have vampire movies that they recommend to me? And Dave said Fright Night. It's a classic. Have to watch it. So I thought this would be a perfect one to do for this week, my birthday week, to really celebrate it. So I'm excited to watch it. Thanks everyone for joining us for the discussion of Interview with the Vampire. Excited for next week, Fright Night. And remember, if you want to join us for the live viewing party, we do those on Discords. We're doing them on Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Or if you want to join us for the live discussion, make sure you follow me on Twitch. We do live discussions on Saturday, starting at 5:30 p.m. We're playing through the game Vampyr. So far, so good. Very interesting. So I hope to see you there. But if not, don't worry about it because I'll be back here on Sunday. Bye.